Moving on with the next question, here we have the equation x cube plus 2r plus 1x square plus 4r minus 1 into x plus 2 is equals to 0. Okay, so let me first write down the given equation here. So x cube plus 2r plus 1 x square plus 4r minus 1 into x plus 2 is equals to 0. Now this equation has minus 2 as one of the roots. If the other two roots are real, then the minimum possible non-negative integer of r is how much, right? So first of all, see, if I take the sum of two roots, then I have 2r plus 1, the coefficient, so which is a variable, so I'm not going to take that now. If I take product of the two roots, then I've got 4r minus 1, which is again a variable. But if I take product of all the three roots, then I can write minus 2. So let me take product of all the three roots. So basically one root is equals to minus 2 and product of all three roots is also equals to minus 2. Therefore, other two roots should be what? How much? 1. So for that, then it will be 1 only when they're reciprocal of each other. So that means the other roots are alpha and 1 by alpha. Okay. Now, so that is the other two roots in the sense product I am saying. So product of the other two roots should be 1. If this is minus 2, this is minus 2, the product of other two roots should be 1. So if the product of other two roots equals to 1 means alpha and 1 minus 1 by alpha, the reciprocal of each other should be the two roots. So now if I write down sum of all the roots, then what is sum of the roots? 1 plus 1 by alpha minus 2 is equals to, what is the variable here? 2r, I mean coefficient 2r plus 1. So that is minus of 2r plus 1, right? So if I simplify this term, we get here, this is minus 2r plus 2 minus 1, so minus 1, correct? Sorry, plus 2 minus 1 is plus 1, correct? So from here I can write down that alpha plus 1 by alpha lies between what? It should be less than equals to minus 2 or greater than equals to 2. So if I solve both the sides, so what is alpha plus 1 by alpha? Alpha plus 1 by alpha is minus 2r plus 1. Let us put it here. So this should lie between these two. So if I simplify both the sides, what do I get here? So 1 I can take it on this side. So minus 3 by 2 r and then less than equals to, this is 1 by 2. So this is 1 by 2, correct? So I can just reverse the sign, that is r is greater than equals to 3 by 2 and less than equals to minus 1 by 2, because yeah, this was here. Yes. Okay. So this is the condition here. Now, in the question we saw that it is already written that it is non-negative. So minus half is not possible. So 3 by 2 we can use, correct? So that means here I can say that the value of r means I have to take the range, this range now, and it should lie between minus 2 and 2. So the positive value. So I can say that r is equals to 2. And that will be the answer. Moving on to the next question. So here it is given that the number of integer solutions of equation is 2 mod of x squared plus 1 is equals to 5x squared, correct? So let us take that y is equals to mod of x, okay? So that means y square is equals to x square. So let us substitute it here. So we get 2y square plus 1 is equals to 5y square, correct? So y gets cancelled, suppose, on both the sides. So we have 2y square plus 2 is equals to 5y square, right? Yes. So now if we calculate it, we have got 3y square minus 2 is equals to 0. Oh, sorry. So as I cancel the y, we will have 5 by here, right? Yeah. So, sorry. So this is, we have 2y square minus 5y plus 2 is equals to 0. So this is a quadratic equation. So we will take the middle term. factorization. So middle term factorization here we have is this. So taking here 2y as common, y minus 2 plus so minus 1, y minus 2 is equals to 0. Here I have 2y minus 1 and here I have y minus 2 is equals to 0. So y is equals to 1 by 2 and y is equals to 2, correct? Now here one more thing that is possible, because we are taking the mod value. What is y? This is mod value of x is equals to we are taking. So that means y can be can be half as well as minus half. Again, in by the same logic, here y can be 2 and minus 2. And one of the integral solution is always 0. Okay, now we need integer. We know that half and minus half, they are not integers, so this solution will be cancelled. So what are the possible integral values solutions here? 0, 2 and minus 2. So in the question you have to say how many are there. So there are 3 integral solutions to this equation. Okay, so what are the solutions here? 0, 2, minus 2. So number of integral solution is 3 and that is the answer. Okay, moving on to the next question. So the question reads here that let alpha and beta be the two distinct roots of the equation 2x squared minus 6k plus k is equal to 0, such that alpha plus beta and alpha beta are the distinct roots of the equation x squared plus bx plus p is equal to 0. So we have to find the value of a certain given condition, that is k into 8p. First of all, what we have to do is we are given that alpha plus beta and alpha into beta, that is the sum of the roots and the product of the roots, are given for this particular equation. So let us use that information, right? So x square plus px plus p is equals to 0 is a quadratic equation, and the sum of the roots here is equals to what? Minus p, and the product of the roots is also equals to minus p. Now so one thing what we can write down from here is that so here we are given this one equation, that is 2x square minus 6x plus k, correct? So here what can I write down? Sorry. So basically alpha and beta are the roots of this equation. So that means what is the sum of the two roots here? Alpha plus beta is equals to, here as you can see, if you take 2 as common, so okay, let me do it step by step for you. That is minus 6x plus k is equals to 0. Okay, if I take common, that is divided by 2, I will get here x square minus 3x plus k by 3 is equals to 0. That means if alpha plus beta and alpha beta are the distinct roots of this equation, then the sum of the roots alpha plus beta is equals to how much here? 3. Minus minus plus 3, and the product of the roots is equals to how much? Here it is k by 2, correct? So we have taken this equation, we have divided both side by 2. This is our equation. From here the product of the two roots is 3 and the sum of the two roots is 3 and the product of the two roots is k by 2. Now the next thing what we have to do is that we know here that x squared plus px plus p is equals to 0, that is alpha plus beta and alpha beta are the roots of this equation. Okay, so try to understand one thing here very clearly, that is the alpha and beta are the roots of 2x square minus 6x plus k. So I am using the rule that alpha and sum of the two roots, that is alpha plus beta for this equation is equals to coefficient here, that is minus 3, that is minus minus plus 3, and the product of the two roots, that is alpha and beta, is basically equals to the c, that is k by 2. So this is what we have got from equation 2x square minus 6x plus k. Now the other added information is that alpha plus beta and alpha beta are the distinct roots of the equation this. So try to understand here that combination is root is the combination that is given here. Okay, so let us write down first again the equation is x square plus px plus p is equals to 0. Now for this equation the roots given are what? Alpha plus beta and alpha beta. So we will treat this as one root each. So what is it? Again, sum of the root, that is alpha plus alpha beta is equals to coefficient here, which is minus p, correct? And another one is what? The product of the roots. What is the product here? Alpha plus beta into alpha beta. These are the two roots, so the product is equals to p. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put the values here. We know that alpha plus beta is 3 and alpha into beta is k by 2. So in this I will put the value as 3 plus k by 2 is equals to minus p. And again in this product term, I'm going to put the value as 3 into k by 2 is equals to p, correct? Now so from here p is equals to 3k by 2, so I can put the value here. Okay, so let me put the value here as, so we get 3 plus k by 2 is equals to 3k by 2, correct? Now sorry, we have minus here. Now let us solve this and try to find out the value of k here, correct? So that is, we have 6 plus k by 2 is equals to minus 3k by 2, so k2 gets cancelled. Now 6 so here we have 3, let us take 3 on this side. So we have 3k plus k, which is 4k. 4k is equals to minus 6. So k is equals to minus 6 by 4, which is minus 3 by 2. So the value of k is minus 3 by 2. Now if I put this value in this equation, that is 3k by 2 is equals to p. So 3 by 2 into minus 3 by 2 is equals to p, which is 9 by 4, minus 9 by 4 is equals to p. So we have now got the value of k, which is minus 3 by 2, and p, which is minus 9 by 4. Now what we have to find out in the question, we have to find out 8 into k minus p is equals to how much? So 8 into, what is the value of k? Minus 3 by 2 minus, what is the value of p? It is minus 9 by 4 is equals to 8 into, so that is minus 3 by 2 plus 9 by 4, 3 by 2, 9 by 4. So if I take the LCM as 4, I have minus 6 plus 9 into 8, of course, here. So 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, I can cancel it out. So 9 minus 6 is 3 into 2 is equals to 6. So the answer is 6 for this question.